Hi, this is Kathy with In Your Corner, where decision, commitment, and accountability will put you on the path to your destiny. Let's talk procrastination. Do you struggle with procrastination? I just want you to know everyone struggles with procrastination either consciously or unconsciously. What is the price of procrastination? My constant procrastinators are aware that there are many consequences for procrastination. The primary one is missed opportunities. Did you know that research shows that there's a correlation between stress and anxiety with procrastination? Because people who wait till the last minute tend to feel an excessive amount of anxiety and stress to finish a particular task. We don't have to procrastinate, right? We don't have to put off tomorrow what we should be doing today. Why do we procrastinate? A lot of people are aware that they procrastinate, but they don't understand the why, right? There is an American psychologist named William James who developed the pleasure principle, which simply means that we move toward things that are pleasurable and avoid those things that are not. So this psychologically drives conscious procrastination behavior. So what can be done about this? We can delegate the unpleasant task. This is a good strategy for developing people at lower levels in an organization. If you want to develop your team for upcoming succession planning, you would do this by delegating tasks that you find unpleasant in order to build them up and strengthen them in areas so they can be prepared if you have identified that individual to succeed you or to grow your team. To have your team be more cohesive and to work together collectively and to give them some exposure to develop their leadership skills, you can delegate tasks that you find personally to be unpleasant that they would have to deal with had they assumed that role. Another reason why we procrastinate is because we fail to set deadlines. Setting deadlines psychologically challenges you to keep the deadline by completing the task. When you set a deadline for yourself, you're challenging yourself, and when most people are faced with a challenge, they rarely procrastinate. There's a sense of urgency. Finally, another way to overcome procrastination is to do the unpleasant tasks first. Now, sometimes you are confronted with tasks that are overwhelming, that are complex, that could take several hours or several days. In order to be able to overcome those types of tasks, it's necessary to break those tasks down into smaller, more easier steps so they can become more manageable and you can thereby become more effective. Some other reasons why people procrastinate is because they have unclear goals. If you do not know where you're going, how will you know when you've arrived? Or you may be there and not even realize that you're there. You may have a lack of information. You may need more information prior to committing. However, do not use the lack of information as an excuse for lack of execution. Many people are overcommitted. When we overcommit, it has a paralyzing effect. It causes a person to feel that they don't know where to begin, how to execute, or how to prioritize. And finally, speaking of the way to overcome that is to recognize that execution does not have to be perfect. You just have to be progressing. If you're moving in the right direction with the information you have, with the goals you have in place, everything else will come into play. That's all for today. Thank you. #No procrastination. This is Kathy with In Your Corner. See you Wednesday.